Hey, welcome to Full House Finds. I'm the Full House Flipper. My name is Robert, reseller, wrestling promoter, and Hank Hill of Mississippi, Christian father and husband. And today we're going to do a little traveling. We're going to head up to a local auction. It's the first time we've got the auction on the channel. We've only been to it one other time, but we did a live auction. Just got a few little clips of that. And actually something interesting happened there, so I'll talk about just a little bit in the video. Then we did a cover alert, going to go through that, see what we find in there, and then going to go over a few things that we sold. Matter of fact, let's go over those now. All right, so first up, this is just some things that sold in December. It's not everything that sold, just some of the more interesting things for me that sold. Some of the things I got excited to sell. First up, we have this Ole Miss Rebels Golf Club head cover. It's a vintage cover, and it was in pretty rough shape. A few tears, a few snags, some things missing off of it, and it's still sold for $57.58. Had this been in better condition or even mint, could have sold over like $100-$150 if I remember correctly, but I was pretty happy with that. I picked it up for $1 at a yard sale. Next up, we have a pair of vintage Harley-Davidson motorcycle overalls. They're denim, and I didn't know if they were men or women, and I put that in the description, but they sold for $38. I was pretty excited for that. I believe I gave $3 or $5 for those. I bought them in a big lot of things, so I don't know exactly how much I spent, but I believe there's a video for that, and was pretty excited. So next up is, this is a book I picked up at a thrift store. It's Fever, Floods, and Faith, and it's a book based about Mississippi. It has a Mississippi author, if I do remember correctly. I think I paid $3 to $5, maybe even $6, but it sold for over $100. Well, it sold for $100. I think I had it listed for a little higher, but took an offer on that. I was excited to turn, let's say, $6 into $100. So that was definitely a find to a fortune, and it was knocking it out of the park. If every book find was like that, it'd be real exciting. Then here's something that was really crazy. I never sold this, and I do like to sell unique things, things that most people think would be trash. But this is a vintage dry cell battery from Japan, and what made it special was the fact, one, it was Japan, two, that it had a cool look, but three, it was a dry cell. So it wasn't going to bust open, wasn't going to corrode, wasn't going to get that that battery acid all in your electronics, words are hard, when you've left it in there for years and years or months and months or however it works. But this was dead, so it didn't have any charge, and it sold for $7.58. So it's not the highest thing, but it was very cool to sell just one dead battery. So there's collectors out there for everything. There's vintage advertising collectors, battery collectors, electronic collectors, whatever. And this was a surprise for me, and I hope it was a surprise for you. All right, next up was something out of my personal collection, and I sold several of these. This was like a Hot Topic exclusive, maybe, I can't remember 100%, but it was a Wednesday Addams Funko Pop with the new TV show out Wednesday. Yeah, it came back. These were not that expensive a while back, but with the show coming out, it made it up. I sold this one for $50. I think I sold a Pugsley for like $12 or $15, and then I sold another Wednesday for like $25. But yeah, this Funko Wednesday Addams, be on the lookout. It's the Bolo for the list, and it was pretty cool. So yeah, that's what we did, and now let's get to going and see what else we can get into. All right, so Saturday night, we got through with our running around and things, and still had some time to burn. There was a local auction that was in town. I've been to it one time before, but haven't really checked it out. And then, so I was like, hey, I'm going to see if my dad wants to go. We went and checked it out. I'm going to show you a few clips of that. I didn't film a whole lot. Hopefully that if I go more, maybe I can film a little bit more. But when I first started filming, I filmed just for a few minutes, and I guess someone said that I was filming, so the owner came out and he was like, if you're filming, you think something's wrong, that we're doing something wrong, we're licensed, we're bonded, blah, 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 please film me, that kind of thing. Just kind of made a big deal out of it, so I didn't film very much. He didn't say not to film, So I filmed one more clip after that, but overall, you know, just didn't want to do anything to step on any toes being you there. However, I did get the idea maybe in the future, maybe we can sell there, because I talked to him afterwards, or at least my dad talked to him afterwards. I really didn't talk, and just asked him, you know, kind of how it worked and that kind of thing, and said that they don't take a lot of sellers, as they kind of have their in-house crew, but you know, they would allow people to come in and sell if it was like smaller stuff and stuff they kind of work in between their stuff. So maybe down the road somewhere we could get something sold there, but just want to show you a few clips of that and then what we picked up at the auction.
Got a bid? Got a $10 bid on this set, now 12 and a half. $10 bid, now 12 and a half. 12 and a half, now $15. $15. Anybody in at $15? 12 and a half, number 241. Got a 4-piece set. Look, just basics. You put them doodads in for the centerpieces. They are glass. I've got a $5 opening, now 7 and a half. $5 bid, now 7 and a half. 7 and a half. Anybody in at 7 and a half? $5 number. What do they plug into a tablet or anything? Cell phone, tablet, whatever you want to. I've got a $10 opening, now 12 and a half. $10 bid, 12 and a half, now $15. $15. Anybody? $15. 12 and a half, number 130.
All right, so I went to an auction tonight, and it was pretty fun. I had been one time a long time ago, and didn't find as much stuff as I did then. I did miss some N64 games, but kind of went back and looked. They went for $25. It was 6 N64 games. They were all like low price games, like $8 to $10. So I don't think I lost out on that. And yeah, I bought some PC games, so I'm going to check those out and see if we scored. I paid $5 for the box, so hopefully, you know, there's some money to be made. All right, so here's the box. I'm going to go through that and see what we got. Right off the bat, we have a Microsoft controller, so it's probably, you know, $8 to $10, just guessing. Defender Pro 2012, so yeah, if you need that, we got it. System Suites Nero Power DVD. Like I say, not sure what's going to be in here. Christmas Card Studio. Probably a lot of nothing. Civil War. I knew it had the games in it. That's kind of what they were selling. So Pearl Harbor. So some of these may be good. I'm figuring $3 to $5 on most of these. So I think we're going to turn it into a little profit. Just not sure how much of a profit. Poker. Deer Hunter 5, and we'll scan a few of these. Delta Force Land Warrior, Harry Potter, that could be good. So yeah, we'll scan that one. Rainbow Six, Virtual Pool, but it had a couple big boxes in here. World War II, Desert Rats, Atari, Arcade Hits, right there. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. What we got here? Operating systems, Windows XP. Probably going to be a bunch of software like that. Greeting cards. Pictures. Yeah, just stuff. Secret Service, more games. Fun House, some educational looking stuff. And card makers. Yep, installation CDs, a printer. I don't know, some of these may have value, I don't know. So, who knows, just have to... Motorola, there you go, Motorola. That's kind of crazy. E-Machines, got another game, I think, here. What is that? Oh, America Online, there you go. Get that free hour of the internet. Lights Out, prepare for what happens after dark. That looks kind of interesting. What else we got? Roller Coaster Factory, Bejeweled, Talladega 500, Robot Arena, that may be cool. Mediface, yeah, I don't know what all that is. Let's get to the cool stuff. Maybe it's cool stuff. Nope, Roller Coaster Deluxe set. So we'll scan that, see what that does. There's another Air War. I've sold some plane games before, so maybe that could be cool, not sure. Portrait gallery stuff. When I saw that it was games and like they didn't pull any of it out, they just kind of showed the top of the box. I was hoping maybe could have been some PlayStation 1 games or something in here mixed in. But that's kind of cool. Sim Mania 2, kind of big box. So we're going to look that up for sure. And Tiger Hunter. So let's turn it over and we'll do a little screen recording and see what we can find if any of these have value. Just went through a neighborhood, saw this bag out, free on the little curb alert, free curb alert, had a little sign out there. Snatched it up, gonna go through that, see how good it is. So hopefully it's something good. First thing I saw on top was a pair of Lucky Brand jeans. So it got me excited because I've sold Lucky Brand jeans in the past. They've done real well for me. So hopefully there's more than one pair. All right, so we'll go through this bag real quick that we picked up on this curb alert. That's an intro. Probably like a boutique brand, probably not a lot to that. A Free Spirit hat right there. I got some nice feathers on that. It's probably 10 bucks, so we'll throw this to the side. A lot of this I'm not going to resell. A lot of this is going to be donated. Just kind of go through it. So G right there. Don't know if you can see that, but just kind of like a little coral leopard print shirt. So again, probably not much to that, probably a boutique. We do have a New with Tags Tommy Hilfiger jacket or pullover. It is $79, 80 bucks right there. So nice brown fur. So I'll put that up with it being new on tags. New with tags, not new on tags, new with tags. Easel. I'm hoping to find some jeans out of here, some nice little low cut booties. Looks like Blowfish. Kind of show you those off right there. A little leopard print wedge. Like I say, don't do a ton of women's clothes, but unfortunately that's what we pick up a lot. We do the curb alerts. Anti. If any of these brands sound like they are expensive, Old Navy, that's nothing. Let us know in the comments. Potter's Pot. Kind of got a nice little shirt right there. So probably going to speed this up because don't want to take all night with you. And I know you don't want to just see clothes after clothes after clothes. But, you know, so we're going to do a little fast forwarding. And we'll go from there. Nice little Adidas shirt. Show you that real quick. And let's go. Alright, got a Can here. I believe Can's probably a $15 to $20 jean, so I don't know if that was done intentionally or if accidental. So I had to do a little investigating. Maybe that's the style, but I think Can jeans are pretty good. Alright, a second pair of Can. Again, probably $15 to $20. Like these are capris. So yeah, that's a good day. 1822. Right there, like those probably a $15 jean. No, that's a $15 jean. So Lucky Brand. Got that Lucky Brand jeans. I like selling Lucky. They sell pretty quick for me. And I did like some jeans. Jeans sound Lucky. That's how to go with. Everyone else sells like t-shirts, I think. But jeans will be my go-to. Tacos. No, these are good. Now probably $50. Probably Arrow. Probably a team I have. Another wedge. And TJ Maxx. Little black flat. That's cool. Half open. Half closed. Alright, so here's what I ended up keeping. That Tommy Hilfiger pullover with the new and tags. About 8 or 10 pair of jeans there. Don't know if all of them are going to sell. I have to look them up, but I know the Cans will sell. I know the Lucky Brands will sell. They can lock the rest of them up if they're, you know, the right sizes. I kept these 2 pair of shoes. these Nikes here, and then these Sophia Taylor. Just kind of like the style of those. I don't know if they're gonna do any well, but I think probably maybe $15 on both of those. 3 Adidas shirts. This Mississippi pullover shirt. Sweatshirt. These 2 hats here, and then the surprise find was this cool looking shoe here. Kind of see it's open there, closed on the side. It is a Cynthia Rowley. Be on the lookout for these. This style seems to sell, but there's one for sale for like $70 on eBay. There's one sold on Poshmark for $57. Unfortunately, one is what we got. It's the bad thing about curb alerts is sometimes you just get one. We ended up with one of those and one of those. So didn't get a full pair, but I kind of wish I did, because man, I probably could have flipped that for $40, $50, and that would have been a good sale. But that's what we picked up. Well, unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you find the curb alert and it's full of goodies, it's full of treasures. Other times it's not so great. I got the 8 or 10 pairs of jeans, so let's just say on average $10 a pair, you're looking at $80 there. A couple of shirts, maybe, cheap side, say $20 for all 3. I got the 2 pair of shoes, so probably $10, $15 on those. So, overall, probably close to $150 when we count the Tommy Hilfiger pullover that we got, the Mississippi shirt, the 2 hats. So let's just say between $125, $150 overall. So not a bad deal. Not a couple of hours that it took me to kind of pick it up, process it, bring it home, that kind of thing. We got to shoot a video with it. Overall, I think it was a pretty good experience, but hopefully next time we can find something that's a little more exciting, a little more worthwhile. But I do appreciate you, watching with us as we went through that. And, I was sad that those shoes didn't have the match. But other than that, that's what we found. So going to turn these finds into a fortune, at least a small fortune, and go from there.